Why is your mindset the most important thing you have? Well, no one talks about that in any video on YouTube. If you go anywhere in the world, I have yet to see an explanation that actually makes sense. Because if explained properly, not only will you dedicate your life to making sure your mindset is healthy, but you will realize how your very own mindset, the way you think, the way you see the world, has either allowed you to create the life of your dreams or done the complete opposite. Now, what I found is my mindset is the reason. I'm 23 years old, I have 3 supercars, I live in a mansion, I bought my mom a G-Wagon, I bought my parents a house. I literally have a dating lifestyle very similar to that of James Bond. And I say all this to make things pretty clear, because it was not always like this. As a matter of fact, I was in high school, I was in middle school, I was bullied, I was lonely, I craved attention, I wanted someone to believe in me, and really all I had as a friend was my freaking pet monkey. That's all I had as a friend. But when I changed my mindset, everything I wanted changed. So from age 15 to 20, I learned how to master my mindset. It was constant failure. I tried to figure out how to change a certain belief, I changed a certain emotion, and it didn't work. And finally at 20, I became a master. And then it only took me 3 years to go from where I was, broke, not able to afford gasoline, not able to do really anything, to living the life of my dreams, traveling anywhere I want in the world, making more money than I know what to do with, having a ridiculous dating life, unconditional amounts of confidence, and being able to buy whatever I want whenever I want, literally having unlimited amounts of money. And my friends, they're celebrities, actual celebrities, like some of the most famous people in the world. My clients are multimillionaires or billionaires. And it all came from my mindset. Now, I'm not smart. I'm really just a normal guy. My clients, they don't have an IQ of anything over even 150. They're also normal, but their mindset is on point. And today, I'm gonna show you how to have a mindset that's on point. I'm gonna show you how to analyze your mindset. How do you know where your mindset's at? How do I figure out where I need to be? And how do I bridge the gap? And that's what I've mastered. I've mastered being able to bridge the gap in a short amount of time. I mean in days, maybe weeks, rather than years. It took me years to discover it. From studying the most successful people in the world, from people who are amazing at this, to mastering it, to figuring out how I can actually take these tools and give it to you in hours and minutes. And that is what I'm going to show you here today. So the first thing you need to do, if you want to have an amazing mindset, is to understand where your mindset's at. So how do you know if your mindset's actually any good? Very simple answer. Look at your life. Look at your insecurities, look at your bank account, look at your weight, look at your friends. If you do not have what you want, your mindset's not on point. Very simple. If I don't have what I want, my mindset is not on point. Now, the second thing you need to look at is, where do I want to be? Most people aren't even clear on where they want to be, which is why they don't get there. If you know where you want to be, you will figure out a way to make it happen. The problem is most people are so oblivious to where they want to be because their mindset is so poisonous, it's so toxic, they can't even think big enough to make it happen. So the number one thing that's stopping you from going to the next level is, first of all, not admitting that your mindset needs work, and number 2, not having clarity on where you want it to go. So how do you set a goal that is so clear that allows you to change your mindset? First of all, ask yourself, how much money do I want to make? Not how much money I am going to make, but how much you want to make, because being realistic is limited by your paradigm. Stop being realistic. I want you to figure out exactly how much you want to make. Once you know that, simple. In your dating life, what do you want it to look like? I see James Bond, I'm like, you know what? I want that lifestyle. I did it. Now, you might say you want love, you want a family, you want kids. It doesn't matter. What you program your mind to go get is exactly what you'll get. And your health. Look at a movie star, look at someone you like, look at their body, get inspired. Say, that's what I want. Now, once you know what you want, this is the most important part. And this is what I want you to really understand. The mind doesn't just understand images or goals. It's very clear to say we want more out of life. It's very clear to say we want more money. It's very clear to say we want to go to the next level. But why do people not do it? People say they want to get in shape. People say they want more out of life, but they don't get it. The reason is because the mind doesn't care about words, it doesn't care about logic, it cares about emotion. You see, emotion puts things in motion. Emotion drives all behavior. So if you have the wrong emotional states, you're not going to get the outcomes you desire. You're not going to get the results. Ask yourself this question. Anytime you've ever done anything you wanted, it's because you felt like you should. Anytime you did anything you shouldn't do, you felt like you should do it. Anytime you didn't take the right steps, you didn't go to the gym, you skipped a day, you ate the wrong meal, or you didn't take action, you didn't ask for enough money, you didn't ask the girl out or the guy out, you didn't tell your crush you liked them, it's because you got the wrong emotion. So when you can control your emotions, you control your reality. So if I can learn how to feel the feelings of someone who's making the money I want to make, of someone who's going to the next level, of someone who's actually crushing it, my brain will automatically be programmed to go get it. The biggest problem I find is that people are so unfamiliar with the emotions of the outcomes they desire that their brain rejects it. You see, in order to program your mind, it's not just about having clarity for what you want, it's about feeling like you are already there. Let me repeat that. It's about bringing the feeling into the present. So anything you've ever wanted in your life, how did you get it? You got it because you took the future and you felt it in the moment. You asked yourself, what do I need to do to bridge the gap between where I am and where I need to be? Now let's make it really logical. If you feel the right emotions, you're gonna take the right action. So if I start to feel the same feelings of the person in the future, I'm gonna start to act like that person. So let's say you want a six-pack, just to make it super simple, and I feel the emotions of someone who has a six-pack. Well, I'm gonna start to go to the gym every day, I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna feel what they're feeling, therefore I'm gonna get the same results. So you need to program your brain by seeing it and learning what it feels like. What does it feel like to be rich? What does it feel like to have unlimited abundance in your dating life? What does it feel like to have unconditional self-love or confidence? What does it feel like to be happy? Well, once you get familiar with these emotions, the actions start to follow. Now, a lot of people make this mistake, and I don't want you to make it. They decide that they're going to do it for a week or 2 weeks, and then they give up, and they stop. And that's why they don't get the results they're looking for. So if you actually want to get the result, and you want to make sure it's permanent, and you want to make sure that you actually create the life you want over time, right? Like I said, it took me 3 years to go from not affording gas, not having anything, to owning 3 supercars, buying my mom a G-Wagon, buying my parents a house, living in a mansion, doing all these things that I want. I have an incredible dating life. I have an incredible friend group, real friends. I don't ever do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. And I've done it by reprogramming my mind in order to get success. Now you can do the same thing. How do you do it? Simple, consistency. You don't go to the gym once and get the body you want. You don't go to work one day and then make all the money you'd like to make. You have to do it every day. So you have to get familiar with these emotions on a daily basis until it becomes a habit. Once it's a habit, it's normal. It's something that happens every single day. See, what you get in life is not what happens today, it's what you do every day. Consistency equals outcome. And if you want the outcomes of your dreams, whatever it may be, you just have to be more consistent. The problem is it takes people decades to get there because they're inconsistent. It takes them decades to make money. It takes them decades to do these things because they spend most of their time, most of their day being inconsistent. Instead, it's like, let's say going to the gym. They'll go to the gym once a week rather than going 5 times a week. They'll work for a day and then stop working, or they'll make some money and then not invest it, or not try and figure out how to make more money. They get comfortable with the present. No, you gotta get comfortable with the future, with growth. And if you make that a routine, it's exponential growth, right? If you're constantly improving who you are, how much you give, how much you do, how productive you are, results happen quickly. I've done more this month than I did in my first 2 years of business. I've done more in the last year of my life than I've done in my entire life combined. Because as you get good at this and consistent, you can improve it. What feels hard at the beginning becomes easy later on. And you have no idea how much potential you truly have until you start taking action. Now, don't compare yourself to the future version of you, but start to familiarize yourself. Start to take steps. Step by step, things will come together. You may not know how it's gonna come together yet, but it will. Now, if you're liking this video, make sure you're subscribed right now. Pause the video. If you're liking what I'm saying, make sure you subscribe below right now, because I'm about to give you one hack that will allow you to change in an instant, that will allow you to do this instantaneously, easily. But make sure you're subscribed and give this a thumbs up. So here's the hack. If you want to feel these emotions, you have to change your body, your physiology. If I changed my body instantly, I'm going to change my emotional state. Most people try to change by sitting down, or they look down, or they're not doing anything. If you move your body, your emotions move as well, right? Emotions create actions, but the inverse of that is my physiology, my actions will create the emotions. So if I learn how to move my body, I force myself out of a negative state and I jolt my body into something that's exciting. I jump up and down, I walk, I run, I move, I work out, I do push-ups. My body will feel the emotions I desire. And then in that moment, I visualize what I want. In that moment, I take action. And that's how you keep momentum. You have to actually move, right? A body in motion comes from emotion flowing through you, allowing you to get in that state. So you want to make sure you're tapping into the emotion. So right now, tap into the emotion of success, tap into the emotion of abundance, and realize I'm going to lay it out for you on this channel. I'm going to show you how to change your life, but you need to subscribe. So make sure you subscribe below, and I'm going to help you change your life. In the next several videos, I'm going to outline for you how your mindset can easily reprogram itself, how you have complete control of your future and your destiny, and how up until now you have been limiting your real life superpower. So again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.